Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Shed. Welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 2. So I made a video yesterday about the new Modern Warfare 2 update, and it's actually pretty cool, and things that they added and streamlined, and just visually they improved a whole lot of things on the game in terms of like the UI and stuff as well. Improved, it's definitely not perfect still, but with every update there has been an improvement. And in that update video, I ended up mentioning this event over here that ended up showing this whole Path of the Ronin camo. Basically, you would just unlock a camo for each of these, which I think is like Cherry Blossom or something. So for example, if I go and do this LMG one, I will end up unlocking Cherry Blossom, that original Black Ops 2 cam. It's a classic, super clean. You see the little preview up in the top left? I'm sure you can find better images of it as well, but once you go and complete all of these, it's just 10 categories, and honestly, you could probably finish this within a day. Yeah, probably a day, really, if you just sat down and just did it, especially if you keep, like, consistently getting shipment and stuff. Once you get through all 10 of them, you end up unlocking the Mastery Camo all the way at the end. It really just looks like an alternative version, Cherry Blossom Camo, and then you also get this golden weapon charm. And I was saying, oh, I didn't really care about it, blah, 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 whatever. But then I saw people, you know, saying stuff like, dude, I mean, they did add a grind, you should still do it. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Also, another thing that people were suggesting, they wanted me to go back to Roblox and try to play Doors or something. There was like some scary games on Roblox. I mean, let me know down in the comment section or leave a like on the video or whatever if you want me to go and do that. I guess I'll just try to play some Roblox horror game. I mean, realistically, how scary could they really be? So I figured I was gonna knock out two birds with one stone because I was saying, I don't want to sidetrack myself by going into weapons and weapon categories, basically, that I've already finished, like shotguns. Getting 50 headshots with a shotgun doesn't benefit me in any way in terms of my mastery things because I've already done a lot of these. The knife and the pistols and the snipers and all of that stuff, like, these are done. I was done with the entirety of these classes. That was my reasoning why I didn't really want to do it, because it somehow felt like it was going to slow me down. But this, with the LMG, I can kill two birds with one stone. While I'm going for the headshots, I can still get regular kills. I think the other one that's super easy is the launcher ones. You just have to get like 40 kills with a launcher. I could just literally get shipment and then just get it in one game with an RPG. One thing I'm worried about though is that headshot's good. I actually really want to finish out doing like the grind on here, but like since I've been taking it easy, it's like, you know, just easy to kind of forget about or just go and play something else. That's just kind of how it's felt. Forest and just other games, and Resident Evil's coming out soon, you know what I mean? So, but the one thing that I'm really worried about, at least for the 2 weekends that it's supposed to last anyway, the Diablo 4 beta. I highly doubt I'm gonna get off of it the entire time that it's live. I'm telling you right now, as soon as that shit comes out, all I'm gonna do is talk about Diablo. I don't even make Diablo content. I don't know if people realize it, but the same thing like happens every single time. One thing that I hope people realize is that like we have been through like this same process over and over and over again of like people being annoyed or bored with Call of Duty or burnt out or whatever. Then people move on and then they play something else for a little bit until the next one comes. Like, this happens all the time. We're not in uncharted territory here. Realistically, this is always more fun and interesting. Now, if they had an exact screen like this for literally every single weapon in the game, and then like it's filling up like a meter at the bottom, like an XP bar or something that shows like a 100% completion of like every challenge within the game in total, and then when you hit the end, there's something there. There's no reason for them to go that far because just such a small percentage of players will even go that far to unlock things like that. Hence why there was no reward for, like, say, unlocking all obsidian things or whatever. You would hope, you know, that you would get rewarded for it, but realistically, it's really all passion at that point. You don't necessarily need a reward. Just need to know that you've done it. People on RuneScape that go through all this, like, crazy leveling stuff and collecting items or whatever. People on MMORPGs, like a super long, lengthy system where certain things take years and years to be able to accomplish mathematically. No easy shortcuts around it, no little asterisks, just cold hard grind. Again though, honestly, I was kind of an advocate for a lot of that stuff before, but I don't know, man. If you're expecting a reward, I honestly wouldn't work too hard. I'm just saying, sometimes there is not a reward to be able to give somebody that has committed that much. You kind of got to know when to dial it back a bit. Don't get too out of control. That's just my advice. Little headshot. Another headshot. Headshot. Dude, I know I'm gonna miss so much stuff in the new Resident Evil playthrough because I know I'm just gonna be scared out of my mind and I'm gonna rush through everything because I'm so scared and I just want it to all be over. Some people beat video games and they speed run them in order to show off to people, show their knowledge of the game, their prowess, they're sharpening their expertise. Me personally, I just want all of the fear to stop. I will say this also, with the way that like how the inverted flashbangs are, I think it's much easier to see through the inverted ones. Some people were saying that they were thinking that their games were broken because of it. I don't really get that. I don't know. I'm thinking like my character is blinking or something. Just think of it like my character's just closing their eyes. The same way your character would like involuntarily put their arms up and stuff like that on some of the games. It's kind of like that. Like you just kind of involuntarily just close your eyes. It just feels like even as the screen is fading, it feels like it's a lot easier for me to make out the shapes. That could just be me though. I mean, I go outside and my eyeballs burn. I mean, I'm just you know, inside a lot, but I'm not in total darkness. I cry when I step outside. Like, my eyes water, like, and I'm not talking about, like, oh, just for, like, a minute. I mean, like, the entire time I'm outside. Everything is just too bright. So this is, like, so huge for me. It's crazy. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer free access is now live until the 20th. Are there even people that are even picking up the game, even if it's free? Come on, shipment, I'm not leaving. I can get all the headshots on this, right? Among close quarters, okay, does do domination. Dude, the Eagles are, like, losing players left and right. Slay ended up baiting all of us. Slay is out here tweeting like he's gonna leave. That's not funny, man. Wait, did the Eagles lose CJ? I mean, I'm just going for the headshots. Whatever. But who knew that we would end up getting an accessibility option that makes flashbangs more bearable before they decided to just nerf them or just buff battle harden? Oh, sorry, they have buff battle hardened and stuff, but it's just not enough. I don't know what to say. It's just not enough. My screen should never even go full. I have battle hardened on, like, at all. In other games, you straight up didn't even know the stuns were even happening. They didn't even stop you. They didn't even slow you down. You can still be in the middle of sprinting. Oh yeah, and you can call kill streaks in way faster. That's how it should have been from the start. It's crazy how they're literally just turning the game back into what it used to be. They must admit that they just, like, they messed up, right? Surely they're not gonna just let Infinity Ward have, like, full creative design anymore like that, right? You guys did it somehow more detrimental than Vanguard. How is that possible? I can at least pull some pitiful joke out of Vanguard, and people would at least humor it. This game is like trying to give people vegetables and shit. No way they let Infinity Ward cook like that again. Delusional. How is that not a headshot? I understand, canted laser, why am I going for it? It's an LMG, man. I'm just shooting around their head. Aim assist does the rest anyway. Is there any pop-up for it? I swear I've gotten at least like 25 headshots. One thing that's still kind of a question mark to me, and odd, is that somehow, some way, now that we have an actual functioning ranked mode, oh, we did get it, okay. Now that we have a functioning ranked mode, how tuned is skill-based matchmaking exactly? Especially in these different playlists and stuff that they have out, I would love to know how tuned they are. You know what I mean? Back when everybody was making montages and stuff, people would try to like fish into these game modes and stuff like that to try to find the lobbies that were like the easiest to be able to hit the most clips. But eventually it would just become a thing where like everybody would become aware of it and then all of that goes away. Whereas on here, skill-based artificially changes everything and how everything is matching you up. I'm curious if like say 10v10 is less strict than say the close quarters mode, or is close quarters more tightly held together because there's a possibility of people dying and having a horrible time on a smaller map and dying more often, therefore maybe being more likely to get off the game. Some people think I'm thinking too far sometimes. I'm telling you, they definitely think of this shit. They pay people to do this kind of shit. There's no way. They gotta use so much analysis, and it could be giving too much credit, but okay, so this is the one that we get, Winds of Ash. This is the original Cherry Blossom from Black Ops 2. Something that a lot of people ran around with. It's a super, super clean camo. Not too much, not too little, just right. Wait, so you can preview this, but you can also now select Preview Mastery Rewards. Oh, and you can look at the other camo. Yeah, this should definitely be animated or something, though. And then again, I guess they wouldn't want to go and make a camo that's potentially better than the Mastery camo, so I kind of understand. And then you can also see, like, the little charm over there on the side. It's not as, like, reflective or as shiny as I would hope, but, yeah, I mean, most people aren't even going to notice the charms. Even when you go and get the Grand Mastery charm, the hardest charm to get in the entire game, people are still probably not even going to notice it. But the camo itself is actually nice, so, yeah, I'll go do it. But, yeah, let me know about that Roblox horror game stuff. Surely it can't be that scary.